I'm expecting them to do the right thing. They did not do the right thing. Now, we still broke through with about 5 or 6 questions today, didn't we? And I understand that our friend Alexa Lavoie is on the line right now from Gatineau, Quebec. Our woman of the hour, Alexa Lavoie, bienvenue, mon ami. Hello.
Hello. How are ya?
We are so proud of you, and Sheila and I are here, and we were watching you all night, and we think you did great.
Thank you very much. I did my best.
Well, your best was wonderful.
But it was kind of complicated because you don't choose really who you ask the question. It's just like, it's just like you wait in the line, and if the candidate is in front of you, you need to ask to the candidate, like the leader that you have in front of you. But it's hard to get to ask questions to a certain leader.
Right.
So yeah.
So it's basically whoever is there when you get in the line, and whoever is there when you're at the mic, you ask them a question. But I think you did great. You asked a question of Aaron O'Toole. You asked a question of Jagmeet Singh. He was exceedingly rude to you. I don't have all my notes here. You were there. You were flying the rebel flag en français, which we're very proud of. And by the way, you got in, and they didn't want you in, and you got in, and you did a great job.
Yeah, and actually, I wanted to ask my question to Trudeau, and I wanted to reply of what he said about Rebel News, because it was really aggressive, and all other journalists say, why did he act as aggressive as that with Rebel News? And I needed to explain what is this vision of us that is actually completely fake. It's not true. So and everybody was like, okay, but it's not supposed to act like that as a prime minister.
Well, that's a very good point, and you're a relatively new member of our team, and so you know Rebel News and our work during the pandemic, and you know Rebel News. You are our trailblazer in Quebec, so you know Rebel News. You live it every day. You work with us every day. You join us via video call every day. You've been to Toronto. You travel around, so you know Rebel News. Justin Trudeau does not know Rebel News. I don't think he watches us. I think some people whisper in his ear, and he just regurgitates it. And let me say one thing, and I wrote this down, Sheila. I was going to say to you, we watched the leaders' debate 2 years ago, and they made one terrible change. There's a lot of bad things about this debate, but one thing they did is they didn't allow journalists to have a follow-up question. And that let every single politician off the hook. They could answer a completely different thing. Aaron O'Toole didn't answer your question. Annemie Paul didn't answer Adam Sosa's question. Aaron O'Toole didn't answer Mocha's question. So many of these politicians just said whatever they wanted to, and there was no supplementary question. Trudeau got away with, every single one of them got away with things. It was a crappy debate. I think we won the debate. I think we won by the fact that we were there. I think we won because we had more questions than any other news agency. I think we won because our questions were the best. And I think we're going to win even more tomorrow, Alexa. Are you going to be back tomorrow?
Yes. Of course I will. And this time, I'm going to catch Justin Trudeau.
I believe you, my friend. Sheila, give some thoughts to Alexa. Hasn't she just done us all so proud tonight?
You know, Alexa, I want to tell you, I had a phone call yesterday, and I was talking with Ezra, and I don't think I'm telling tales out of turn here when I say, but when, you know, the prospect that one of us could go to the debate, that was a possibility, I said it absolutely has to be Alexa, because she has really earned this spot. You worked so hard during the election campaign, and we just dumped you in. We just said, here's a microphone, here's a camera, go out there and jump out from behind the bushes and get some politicians. And that's what you did. You conducted yourself with professionalism. You never let it get to you. You worked so hard. It's hard for us to actually keep up to the amount of work that you're doing. And so I'm really proud of the work that you did today. But I do have a question for you. Did you say hi to my friend Corey Hahn?
He wasn't there. Corian wasn't there. So Corian wasn't there. Terry Gillen wasn't there. So any media relation was there. So I find that kind of really weird, because I was like, maybe if they see me, they would probably try to block me again. But at least I had to answer my question. I'm proud of at least this one. And Jack Mincy, I actually answered him after that he should not choose a question because he don't like us. Mm-hmm. And everybody they will not answer to you. So I was just like, I needed to reply something to the microphone. But yeah, Korean wasn't there and any other people. So I was kind of sad because I like to joke with them. They like me, I think.
Yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, that's too bad. For those of you who aren't following the story, Corey Hahn works in media. He's the director of communications for the Conservative campaign, and he's been keeping Alexa out of events, which is basically the exact same party line as the Liberal Party of Canada, who also keep Alexa from asking questions. And so I wanted them to see Alexa and have her take just a little victory lap around them. But I guess they were too cowardly to show their faces to her today.
Yeah. Well, I tell you,
maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, Alexa, we're thrilled that you're there. You're going to be back tomorrow. We've got a team there. David Menzies, Alex is there. Catherine is there. We heard her she had the killer question of the night to Jagmeet Singh about how un-Canadian he is for not answering. Tamara Ugolini, great question to the PM, and boy, did he hate it. Just a real team effort. I'm so grateful to everyone. Alexa, we'll let you go because you've had such a long night. It's almost midnight, and you spent the day flying. You spent the day getting 2 different COVID tests because they were trying to keep you out. Our lawyers helped smooth that over. And now you deserve a good night's rest. But tomorrow you're going to be right back at it, and we're going to be here too. And I know you're going to do just as well tomorrow. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a great night.
Okay, good night. There you have it, Alexa Lavoie, who was our lead reporter on the ground. And I thought she did well. I thought our whole team did well. There were audio issues on the debate side. I think that, when the government runs the debates, you know it's going to be A, awful. B, it's going to be biased. They let Annemie Paul in, but not Maxime Bernier. C, the questions are going to be left-wing. Oh, let's have a child actor to talk about how bad oil and gas is. Oh, we all agree that the lockdowns...
Let's talk about Chad and the Congo.
Yeah. And I think the worst thing about this debate was that they didn't allow follow-up questions. So you had politicians just get away with things like Trudeau did. But we'll be back tomorrow. I can promise you that Chad Williamson, our cowboy lawyer from Calgary, is going to get all over the fact that they blocked all of us and said at least twice, oh, there's no one on the phones. Now, I don't know if that's a wicked lie, that's my hunch, or if that's just technical incompetence, just as likely. But we'll get that hammered out tomorrow.
Ain't that convenient.
And if we have to get on the phone with that judge from St. John's again to do it, so be it. And if I were the lawyer for Trudeau, I would do anything in the world not to be back in touch with that judge from St. John's who clearly hates Trudeau's lawyer. I'm not going to say it it was just quite something watching that hearing. Well, Sheila, I think it was an interesting night. The debate was terrible. The politicians were weak. The journalists, I don't know. It was
boring. They asked questions nobody wanted answers to. Just so boring.
And it was a contest of who could suck up to Quebec the most. And bash Alberta the most. And so it was furious agreement amongst each other about how bad the oil sands are, how good lockdowns are, et cetera, because they banned the one guy who would have a different opinion. They banned us too, but we went to court and fight. We fight. And by the way, if you want to help us, go to letusreport.com. You can read all about our trial. You can see our legal filings and those of the government, and you can chip in and help us crowdfund the cost of our lawyers. I thought it was a good evening. If you can believe it, Justin Trudeau wouldn't let our reporters into the debate. We had to sue him in federal court, and we won. If you can help us crowdfund the cost of that lawsuit, please do. Go to letusreport.com. Thanks.